Welcome to the Instant Trivia Podcast, episode 1964, where we ask the best trivia on the internet. Let's get started. In the 1982 film E.T. the Extraterrestrial, which brand of beer does E.T. drink on screen? Coors. What common tree has the Latin genus name Ilex? Holly. Which media tycoon founded major global news corporations and became a leading figure in modern media? Rupert Murdoch. What term describes a visual sighting of an unidentified flying object? Close encounter of the first kind. Which card game involves asking an opponent for a card of a specific rank and drawing from the pool if they don't have it? Go Fish. How many inches in diameter is a standard golf hole? 4.25 inches. Which U.S. state has the bluebonnet as its official state flower? Texas. Which novel by Amy Tan follows the complex relationships between four Chinese immigrant mothers and their American-born daughters, highlighting cultural conflicts and generational differences? The Joy Luck Club. Which film producer, commonly known as Cubby, co-founded Eon Productions and was the longtime producer of the James Bond films? Answer: Albert R. Cubby Broccoli. Which actor, who appeared in the 1956 film Giant, became a cultural icon and a symbol of youthful rebellion before his untimely death? James Dean. In the abbreviation PLO, what does the P stand for? Palestine. In 1831, Charles Darwin set out on a 5-year voyage that helped shape his theory of evolution. What was the name of the ship he sailed on? HMS Beagle. What is the main difference between a hot air balloon and a dirigible? Answer: a dirigible is powered and steerable, while a hot air balloon is unpowered and drifts with the wind. Which English word is a homophone of you and you? Iwi. On the sitcom Perfect Strangers, what job did Balki Bartokomous have back on his homeland of Mypos? Shepherd. Which singer is often credited with popularizing the patriotic song God Bless America in the 20th century? Kate Smith. In what year did Sydney first host the Summer Olympic Games? 2000. Which fast food chain is known for its soft serve ice cream and its Blizzard frozen treat, and is not affiliated with Blizzard Entertainment, the video game company? Dairy Queen. What is the collective name for the first 5 books of the Bible? Pentateuch. What word sounds like a European country but is actually a substance used for lubrication? Greece. Which oil industry titan established a major refinery in Cleveland in the late 19th century? John D. Rockefeller. Graphology is the study of what human characteristic? Handwriting. Which spiral galaxy, commonly known as M31, is the closest large spiral galaxy to the Milky Way? Andromeda, the Andromeda Galaxy. Which groundbreaking 1960s science fiction TV series famously featured an interracial relationship that challenged social norms during its original airing? Answer: Star Trek, the original series. Which annual race, one of the world's oldest and most prestigious marathons, starts in Hopkinton, Massachusetts? The Boston Marathon. In a temperate, moderate climate zone, how many seasons are typically experienced? 4. What is a microlight aircraft primarily used for? Recreational or sport-powered flying, a small, lightweight aircraft. Which member of the Rat Pack is missing from this list? Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., Peter Lawford, and Joey Bishop. Frank Sinatra. What item, commonly part of formal attire, does a cravatologist collect? Ties, cravats. What type of books is the name Baedeker best known for? Travel guides. Which iconic musician led the band that made I Love Rock and Roll a hit? Joan Jett. In what year was the first Miss World contest held? 1951. The line, "Listen, my children, and you shall hear of the midnight ride of," from Henry Wadsworth Longfellow's poem, refers to which American patriot? Paul Revere. Which American pop artist created the 1963 diptych painting titled Wham? Roy Lichtenstein, who is often referred to as the father of the nuclear navy for his pivotal role in developing the U.S. submarine fleet powered by nuclear energy. Hyman Rickover. Which two seas does the Kiel Canal connect? The North Sea and the Baltic Sea. What type of fabric, known for its crinkled texture and often featuring a striped pattern, is commonly used in warm weather clothing? Seersucker. What term is used to collectively describe dining utensils, such as forks, knives, and spoons? Flatware. Which scientist, known for his work on nuclear weapons and associated with the idea of a doomsday device, helped inspire the character Dr. Strangelove in Stanley Kubrick's film? Edward Teller. Which disease was the first human disease for which Louis Pasteur developed an effective vaccine? Rabies. Which grain is the most widely cultivated cereal crop by area worldwide? Wheat. What does the German term Sprachgefühl mean? An intuitive feel for language. Which body of water serves as the primary maritime route for the port of Odessa? The Black Sea. What do we call the molten rock beneath Earth's surface that becomes lava when it erupts? Magma. What historical boundary surveyed in the 1760s separates Pennsylvania and Maryland? Mason-Dixon line. Which novel by William Makepeace Thackeray features the ambitious Becky Sharp as she navigates British society during the Napoleonic Wars? Vanity Fair. Which reptiles are crocodiles often confused with? Alligators. Which goalkeeper was beaten by Diego Maradona's Hand of God goal? Peter Shilton. Which iconic character from the 1970s sitcom All in the Family was known for his outspoken and often controversial views on social issues? Archie Bunker. Which rum-based cocktail's name comes from the Spanish for little wet thing? Mojito. That's the end of the show. Thanks for listening. Come back tomorrow for more exciting trivia.